Well, good Monday morning, friends. I'm Kevin, pastor for Crosswind Community Church, and I'm glad that you're joining me this morning for this word from the Bible. Today we're going to be looking at a passage from the book of 1 Peter. We're going to be 1 Peter chapter 1, reading verses 3 through 7, and I'm going to be reading this morning from the Contemporary English Bible. And so here's what these verses say to us today. May the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ be blessed. On account of his vast mercy, he has given us new birth. You have been born anew into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. You have a pure and enduring inheritance that cannot perish, an inheritance that is presently kept safe in heaven for you. Through his faithfulness, you are guarded by God's power so that you can receive the salvation he is ready to reveal in the last time. You now rejoice in this hope, even if it's necessary for you to be distressed for a short time by various trials. This is necessary so that your faith may be found genuine. Your faith is more valuable than gold, which will be destroyed, even though it is itself tested by fire. Your genuine faith will result in praise, glory, and honor for you when Jesus Christ is revealed. May God add a blessing to the reading of those words. Well, friends, those of you that know me know that I'm not a runner. I always like to say that, God did not create my body to run, but I know that's not completely true. I've been told that, if I did the right amount of training and really worked at it, that I could be probably a distance runner. And, but the truth is, I think I've missed that opportunity. But today is not about me running, but I do have a little knowledge of runners and what they go through. And I think for most runners, finishing a race, whether it's a sprint or it's a distance race, is mostly mental. I mean, think about it. Without the knowledge, without that runner having the knowledge that they can complete the distance that's set before them, whether it's a few hundred yards or a few miles, without that knowledge that they can run that distance, when they're in that race, they're going to start to lose hope, if you will. Their mind is going to start to weaken, and if their mind starts doubting their ability, then pretty soon their body will follow. And the same is true for us in our spiritual marathons, right? In spiritual endurance, if you will. When our spiritual endurance is tested, the deciding factor for you and I is whether or not our hope is going to hold out. Do we have the hope to make it through? And if our hope begins to die, if our hope begins to faint, if our hope begins to lessen, then pretty soon our spirits become crushed and we lose the will to continue. And so this morning, I just want to talk briefly with you about that word hope. Because it's a word that we throw around a lot in our everyday lives. We use it a lot in the church. I will probably use it at the end of this message when I say that I hope that you found meaning and relevance in these words today. And this word hope, what is hope? Well, in the dictionary, in the modern world's dictionary, hope is a desire for something to happen. I hope the sun is going to shine today. I hope that you found meaning and relevance in what you heard here today. That's the world's definition of hope, but hope in the Bible, the biblical meaning of hope is something a little different. In the Bible, hope is an indication of certainty. It's a strong and confident expectation. So when I say, I hope that you found meaning and relevance in what you heard here today, I am indicating that I have a certainty that you found meaning and relevance. You see, how we look at this word, how we define this word hope for our lives, has a huge bearing on our faith. And so thankfully, we have a hope in Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, Jesus offers us an undying hope. We have a hope that in Jesus that will never die, because we are told in the verse today that He has given us a new birth. We have been born anew into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. So we are given hope because we know Jesus rose again from the dead, but we also know then, we also have hope, if you will then, without a shadow of a doubt, that Jesus will ultimately triumph in our lives and in this world, and that Jesus will come again. Because we have hope, we have that strong and confident expectation, we have that indication of certainty that if Jesus rose from the dead once, that He will hold true to His promise and He will come again. Because He lives, we have hope. Well, as I promised I would, friends, I hope that you did find meaning and relevance. I have a certainty that there is meaning and relevance in these words for you today. And I hope that you will continue to grow in your faith in Jesus Christ, little by little, day by day. And as you do, I hope, I have a certainty that you will see God's blessings all around you, and that you will have the ability to share those blessings with others. Well, I pray that you will have a blessed day and that you will come and join me again tomorrow. See you tomorrow.